Hi, I'm Amy Zamudio, and I'm the Peer Support Supervisor for Willamette Family. What are peer support? Peer support are individuals who have the unique understanding of what an individual may experience in early recovery. They are individuals who have lived experience and have gone through a lot of the same situations that the MAT individuals might be going through. What services or supports can peer support provide MAT clients? The services and supports that peer support can offer MAT clients are things like community resources, going to the first initial appointment, helping with the paperwork, helping them in removing internal or external barriers to their recovery. What are some examples of situations that clients may experience in which a peer support specialist can help? Some examples of situations in which a peer support can help an MAT client is with food boxes, clothing vouchers, transportation to appointments with the MAT providers. They can help in homework. They can assist in finding recovery support meetings and going with them to those support meetings. There is rarely anything that peer support cannot help an individual with. All the individual has to do is ask. What is the purpose of the MAT Peer Support Warm Line? The purpose of the MAT Peer Support Warm Line is to give MAT individuals access to a peer support individual 24 hours, 7 days a week. That way that they are always feeling that they have support, even at 3 o'clock in the morning or at 8 o'clock in the morning, that they have access to somebody that can assist them in whatever barrier that they may be experiencing at that time. Who is the Peer Support Warm Line for? The Peer Support MAT Warm Line is for individuals that are involved with Willamette Family's MAT program. What are some examples of situations that clients may experience in which they can call the Warm Line? Some examples that individuals that are in the MAT program may experience in which they would like to call the Warm Line is if they're experiencing cravings, they're not understanding the next step. A peer support can help them in navigating through the next steps of the MAT process. If maybe they forget if they have a scheduled appointment for the next day, they need help in transportation to that appointment, or they just need someone to talk to that understands what they're experiencing, whether it be cravings, maybe it's depression, anxiety, that they just have another person that they can call that has that understanding and that lived experience to help walk them through that. What happens when you call the Warm Line? When individuals in the MAT program call the Warm Line, they can expect that a peer support specialist will answer the phone, that they will pick up, and that they will be ready to have whatever conversation the MAT individual needs to have. If by chance that the peer support is on the other line with an individual, an MAT participant that calls the Warm Line can expect that they will get a phone call within 10 minutes of leaving a voicemail. What will the peer support specialist provide? Can you provide some examples of what the peer support specialist will provide? The peer support specialist will provide up-to-date community resources, up-to-date information of what the next step will be for their next appointment, information on when their groups will be, up-to-date Zoom information of their group. Please explain that this is not a crisis line. What resources can they call if they do have a crisis? The MAT Warm Line is not a crisis line. The MAT Warm Line is a way that people can access non-emergency community resources and talk to somebody that is a peer support specialist. If the individual is having a crisis need, peer support can help in accessing the emergency, whether that's calling 911 or calling Cahoots, that the individual can feel supported still by the peer support and staying on the phone with them until those services arrive for them. When is the Warm Line available? The MAT Warm Line is available the minute that the individual enters Willamette Family's MAT program, that they will have access to this warm line for 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, that they can expect that somebody will be able to pick up the phone and on the after hours and on the weekends. If you would like more information about the Peer Support Warm Line, you would be able to find that in the MAT welcome packet.